Let's turn to the mining stocks a little bit. You know, it's been a big topic of discussion here at the GATA conference. How do you see it at the moment?
Well, I have been of the mind for some time that the mining stocks have been the victim of a computer algorithm program, and that basically the same guys that have manipulated the gold price have sort of moved into the stocks in a big way, all with the idea of discouraging the public from participation. And it's working. I mean, there's very little buying amongst the public now because he's just getting their heads kicked in most of these stocks. And it's totally counterintuitive. The price keeps going up. The gold stocks and silver stocks are under pressure in most cases. But how I see it ending is that when we get the inevitable breakout to the upside in the gold and silver prices, like big breakouts, that's going to sort of get rid of all this negative sentiment about the fact that we're in a topping phase or we're in a bubble. And at that point, the stocks, I think maybe on one other occasion at the bottom of the liquidity crisis in '08, they might have been cheaper relative to the gold price. They're so cheap now that there will be a massive catch-up. Now, the question I've got is it next week or is it next month or is it 6 months from now? But I think it's in that time frame.
Yeah.
And when it starts, they say the gold price moves up 30%, I think the stocks will move up 100. And some of the more speculative ones might move up 300 or 500.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned in the longer term. I'm irritated in the short term because it's totally, it's a market that's not reflecting reality.
Yeah, as money managers, we're always frustrated by something, aren't we? Yeah, the markets never make it easy for you. You have to have patience sometimes, and I think this
Well, that's what I've been preaching, you know. I mean, to a lot of people at this conference, because a lot of these individuals here are good, solid citizens, and they're heavily invested in these stocks, and they're hurting. But a lot of them, when you start looking, if you see higher prices, I mean, the cash flow impact is going to be so significant positively that people will have to go there, and it's just a matter of time. And then you've got all the shorts that are going to have to get covered. So I mean, this is why it's going to be really explosive.
Yeah, well, you know, I've sort of been watching on the XEU because I follow that more than the Huey. But the XEU, I've been saying, you know, once you finally break above the, say, the 230 area, you're probably off to the races. Would you say there's an equivalent level on the Huey that you're watching?
Yeah, 600. I would say if you break through to new highs over 600.
Yeah. And
I was strengthened my view when Jim Sinclair agreed with me yesterday because he used that exact number.
Yeah.
But I think that's inevitable, and I think I think it moves to 600 to 900 very quickly once it clears 600 with some gusto.